Hello, everyone. It's Anthony. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Today, we're going to look at the unit 38 of the B2 course. It's a good lesson, not too difficult. Maybe we'll look at some of the grammar, but to start, we'll go directly to the phonetics and English reading. Just a reminder, we will start with the phonetics, very slow, very exaggerated. I will read it, you will listen, and then you will repeat. Okay, repeat at out loud with your voice so that you can practice this, and then I'll go to the English column, and you can do that also in English with the natural intonation, natural speed. Let's start with A, part Unit 38. How tall are you? How tall are you? I'm 2 meters tall. I'm 2 meters tall. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to see you. 50 meters high. 50 meters high. 46 inches wide. 46 inches wide. Wait for me, I won't be long. Wait for me, I won't be long. I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to, but maybe I will. But maybe I will. I greatly appreciate. I greatly appreciate the experience I gained. The experience I gained working for that company. Working for that company. I always felt personally involved. I always felt personally involved in the success of a campaign. In the success of a campaign. Do you have any weak points? Do you have any weak points? I've been told. I've been told. I'm a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. I set very high standards. I set very high standards. Sometimes too high, I'm afraid. Sometimes too high, I'm afraid. You needn't apologize. You needn't apologize. I tend to do the same thing myself. I tend to do the same thing myself. I've been with this company. I've been with this company for 25 years. For 25 years. I've lived in this city. I've lived in this city all my life. All my life. We've always wanted to go to South America. To go to South America. But we've never been able to afford it. To afford it. How long have you had this car? How long have you had this car? We've only had it. We've only had it for a couple of months. For a couple of months. Okay, I just wanted to interrupt that first group. So you will be looking at the second group, and just wanted to remind you that you should push the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can receive all of the future broadcasts that we do here. Okay, let's continue the group. We bought it 2 months ago. We bought it 2 months ago. How long have you been married? How long have you been married? We've been married. We've been married for 15 years. For 15 years. All our products are made. All our products are made from recycled plastic. From recycled plastic. The retail price for this item is $79.99. Is $79.99. Never underestimate the power of a woman. The power of a woman. The food was overcooked. The food was overcooked. The flight was overbooked. The flight was overbooked. The police had to use tear gas. The police had to use tear gas to get the crowd moving. To get the crowd moving. In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. The one-eyed man is king. For 24 hours, for 24 hours, you're asked to protest. You're asked to protest. You're asked to protest by not buying anything. By not buying anything, to spend time with family and friends, to spend time with family and friends rather than spend money. Rather than spend money, how would you define it? How would you define it in political terms? In political terms, it's an attack. It's an attack. What about online shopping? What about online shopping? Whether online or on the street, whether online or on the street, it's all the same. It's all the same. Enough is as good as a feast. Enough is as good as a feast. I hope you don't mind my asking. I hope you don't mind my asking. But you're British, aren't you? But you're British, aren't you? Yes, I'm Welsh from Cardiff. Yes, I'm Welsh from Cardiff. Exercise is good for you. Exercise is good for you. But you shouldn't overdo it. But you shouldn't overdo it. People tend to overeat. People tend to overeat when they're depressed. When they're depressed. Okay, I had a little problem with one of those groups. Let me just check here. 38. I saw that there was a line that didn't have the 79.99. Spending time rather than spend money. Okay, so I'll just rather than spend money. That was to spend time with family and friends. Yeah, somehow that got to spend time with family and friends, because it's a long sentence and so it was cut out of the presentation. Actually, we didn't have enough space to see that. Yes. Okay, just to go back here, you see to spend time with family and friends here. Sorry about that. That was eliminated from the presentation, but no problem. So we will just go on now to the grammar part. Remember to copy and paste the um, group into Google Translate if you don't understand. There's also some other information in the description below. Let's just go to that web page and look at the grammar presentation. It's not too much today. Grammar unit 38, and not a whole lot. We have uh, need as a semi-modal verb. In some ways, it is like a modal verb, and in other ways, it's like a main verb, like a normal verb. We use need mostly in a negative form to indicate there's no obligation or necessity to do something. So you needn't apologize is the same as you don't need to apologize. It's a little more formal. Let's look at the forms. The affirmative form, the affirmative with the semi-modal need are not common, used in formal context. There's almost always a negative word, no one, nobody, nothing. In the clause, even if the verb is affirmative, you needn't apologize. Um, need. No one need think. No one needs to think. You see, we have need without the to. No one need think that we are doing this every week. We are not doing this every week. No one need think that. Nobody need know the no. Nobody need know the name. Wow. Nobody need know the name of a person who made the complaint. Not a thing need change on this page. Need comes first in the verb phrase after the subject and before the verb. Nobody need know. It's like an auxiliary. Let's forget about it. Nobody need know about it. We can't use another modal verb with need. No one need read this. Not no one need must read this, or no one must need read this. The negative form, we form the negative by adding not after need. Need not can be contracted to needn't. You don't use don't, doesn't, didn't with the semi-modal verb. You need not spend a lot of money on presents. Very formal. Or you needn't spend a lot of money on presents. Both of those are possible. It means you don't need to spend a lot of money on presents. Let's now look at the ability can and could. Tom is strong. He can lift that heavy box. Can is used to express physical ability, as in he can lift. I can see Central Park from my apartment. Can is frequently used with the verbs of the five senses: see, hear, feel, taste, and smell, as in I can see. C. Maria can play the piano. She's been taking lessons for many years. Can is used to express an acquired skill. In C, can play. She knows how to play. D. You can buy a hammer at the hardware store. Can is used to express possibility. Okay, so it is possible to buy a hammer. You can buy a hammer. Let's compare that. I'm not quite ready to go, but you can leave if you're in a hurry. I'll meet you later. Can is used to give permission in informal situations. You can leave. F, when you finish the test, you may leave. In formal situations, may rather than can is usually used to give permission and also to deny permission. You may not leave. Formal situations. G, dogs can bark, but they cannot or can't talk. Negative form is cannot or can't. It's also can not. It can be written also two words. H, Tom could lift the box, but I couldn't. The past form of can, meaning ability, is could. So in the negative, you have could not or couldn't. Tom couldn't lift the box. I could. All right, just a little information about can. Using gerunds or passive infinitives following need, okay? I need to borrow some money. John needs to be told the truth. Usually an infinitive follows need, as in A and B. C, the house needs painting. The house needs to be painted. In certain circumstances, a gerund may follow need. In this case, the gerund carries a passive meaning. Usually the situations involve fixing or improving something. C and D have the same meaning. The house needs painting. The house needs to be painted. So you have need that has a situation of fixing or improving. Let's look at the passive causatives. This is pretty small. The past participle is used after have and get to give a passive meaning. In this case, there is usually little or no difference in meaning between have and get. In J and K, I caused my watch to be repaired by someone. J, I had my watch repaired by someone. I got my watch repaired by someone. So we have plus the verb in the past. So this got plus the verb in the past. This can change. I have my watch repaired. I get my watch repaired. It's not the tense, the past tense here that you should pay attention to. It's the participle of the verb that is used in the main part of the sentence. Let's look at passive causatives. A and B have practically the same meaning. Okay, let's read A and B. I don't know why that's down here. Okay, so use simple English phrases in daily life so as to get him thinking in English. B, use simple English phrases in daily life so as to get him to think in English. Okay, so the difference here is thinking in English or to think in English. A and B have practically the same meaning. To get someone to do something means to induce or persuade the person to carry out a complete action, while to get someone doing something means to get that person into that state or into that condition, the condition or the state of thinking. Okay, it's very subtle. Gives an idea of continuity rather than the completeness of the action. So get him talking means to act so that he continues to talk. He continues, that action is in a kind of a continuous state. In both A and B, thinking is never a complete action, so there's not much difference. Here are some more examples. To get someone to do something, I couldn't get the car to start this morning. D, he got his sister to help him with his homework. And E, you'll never get him to understand. So getting the car to start, to get into that state, get his sister to help to get him into that condition to understand, to get somebody or something doing something. Can you really get that old car going again? It's not hard to get him talking. The problem is stopping him. Okay, so here you're concentrating more on the continuous nature of the verb, concentrating on the action of the verb. To get something done. Okay, this is transitive. To get something done, to cause something to happen or to be done. I need to get my hair cut. Hair cut. This is a verb, not haircut as a noun. I need to get my hair cut. We'll never get all this work finished. So we're getting the work finished. This is causing it to happen. Those are a little bit difficult. Okay, using a possessive to modify a gerund. We came to class late. Mr. Lee complained about that fact. In formal, Mr. Lee complained about our coming to late class. Our coming to class late. In an informal, you would say Mr. Lee complained about us coming to class late. Okay, so you can use a pronoun, possessive pronoun, to modify that gerund. In formal English, a possessive adjective, our, is used to modify a gerund as in a. In informal English, the object form of a pronoun, us, is generally used as in be. Complained about us doing that. Okay, let's look at C. Mr. Lee complained about Mary's coming to class late. In an informal way, you could say Mr. Lee complained about Mary coming to class late. In very formal English, the possessive noun, Mary's, is used to modify a gerund. That's a genitive Saxon. The possessive form is often not used in informal English as in D. Okay, so you have complained about Mary coming to class late. Coming to class late occurred before Mr. Lee complained. So also a past gerund is possible. Mr. Lee complained about our having come to class late. That's also possible. It's a little bit difficult, but possible. All right, for anyone who has the access, you can go to the self-study and do the exercises there. I told you it wasn't so bad. It was quick. Right, not even half an hour. So listen to it again, repeat it again, look at the grammar, repeat the grammar phrases, and have a good day. We'll see you next time, okay? Bye.